Hey, my love, let me tell you something. God will place people in your life for a purpose, and so will the enemy. And when you're growing, shining, walking in your calling, especially me at the age of 61 years young, you better believe both sides are watching. They definitely are. I have experienced it. So today, on Lexvember Day 24, in this week of Thanksgiving, we're talking about discernment, friendship, and why every friend is not your friend, especially on these YouTube streets. So grab a snack, come on back, and let's get into it. Hey, my beautiful souls, it's your girl Lexi and your girl Yappy. And I want to welcome you all here today. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back. And today is Lexvember Day 24, as I stated in the opening. And we're in Thanksgiving week. And I want to have a grown folks conversation about friendship, discernment, and protecting your peace. And as you all know, I always have my notes here, always have my notes. And, you know, I just wanted to say, as we get older, right, especially me, I'm in my sexagenarian era. And as we walk deeper in our purpose, and as we stand more firmly in our truths, the divine spirit will send people in our lives, right? Always sending people to guide us and to help us, whether they be here for a season, a reason, a purpose. The divine is always sending somebody to us. And some come in the form of blessings. Some people are true blessings. And most of the people that I have met in my life, and especially here on YouTube, have been nothing but a blessing to me and to my daughter. But some come as lessons, and some come as straight up distractions sent by the enemy. And you have to know the difference. You have to know the difference. One of the hardest lessons that I have learned, especially during my YouTube journey thus far, is that people show you what they want you to see. It's all a poppy show, as we say in the islands. It's a poppy show. They show you what they want you to see, but you never see the true them. You don't see them. They mirror your kindness. They mimic your language. I don't know how many people's videos I've gone on, and they say everything I say and are talking about everything that I just talked about. Is that a form of flattery? I don't know. But they present themselves in that light that they want to be seen in and that they want you to see them in. But character, real character, R-E-A-L, versus real character, R-E-E-L, and there is a difference, shows up when there's conflict, jealousy, or a story they can twist for their own agenda. And that has happened to me here too many times, unfortunately. It has. I recently had a situation with somebody that I genuinely thought here was my friend. And I use that term lightly, friend. Someone I supported, someone I encouraged, and someone I believed was walking in the same light as me. But the moment something shifted in their spirit, instead of communication, they created a whole storyline and scenario that never happened. Accusations, lies, assumptions, fabrications involving me and someone else, right? And including involving their own spouse, and in a situation that never existed on my end. So instead of taking accountability, they blamed us. And for something we didn't even know about, had no idea about, didn't even know the person. And when that happens, baby, that's not a friend. It's not a friend. That's not confusion. That's spiritual assignment. That was a spiritual assignment. Listen, the enemy doesn't need strangers. The enemy uses familiarity. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The enemy doesn't need strangers. The enemy uses familiarity. Yes. People who already have access to you, people who already have built trust, and people you let close enough to study you. You let them close. They know all your everything, your idiosyncrasies. They know what you're going to do, what you're going to say before you even know it. At least they think so, right? So their role is to distract you. Just to distract you. To drain you. To plant that doubt. Right? To plant that doubt. And to pull you away from the divine plan. Because the enemy doesn't like it when they see you rising. They see you rising, going up to that fifth dimension. They don't like that. You know, but God will always reveal their motives. Always. God is always here with you. Gang, gang with me. I say that every day. I say that every day. You know, God will always pull that mask off, baby. Always pull that mask off. And when he does, you better not put it back on. You better not. You know, at 61 years young, in my sexagenarian era now, I trust energy more than words. And as an empath, I feel that. I feel your energy. I feel it, and I feed off of it. And I know, for example, here, there's so many pages here with that hashtag, are you this, are you that? The energy with those people is not an energy that I want around me. And it's not with everybody involved in that, but it's with the majority of them under the guise of trying to be friends and trying to do this, but it's not. It's very negative. It's cultish. It's dark. And I don't want anything to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. You know, people can just say anything. People can pretend anything. But vibrations and intentions and spirit doesn't lie. Never lies. And my intuition, I had a talk about this with a dear friend the other day. My intuition is on point. You hear me? Clock it? Yeah, clock it. It's on point. And when I feel something, I don't care if you've never said a word to me. I've never heard you utter a word out your mouth. I already know that you are not for me and you don't align for me. And I don't wish you any ill will, but I will not be in your circle. I will not. And I say this with love. YouTube is a beautiful place. Social media can create family. You know, look at what we've built here. This collective, this soul family, this community of positivity and inclusivity. But it can also attract people who want proximity, not friendship. People who want benefits, not relationship. And people who want attention and not connection. And not connection. And when they can't control the narrative, they create one to tear you down. Oh, they do. They make up their own stories to tear you down. Because they know that they can't get in. They can't get in. They can't. Because you are protected by the divine. I am. I am protected by the divine. And none of that can touch me. None of it can. None of it can. So, you know, protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your name. Protect your calling. And never feel bad for walking away from anyone who chooses drama over truth. I don't. I will block you in a minute. I don't have a problem with that. And some have been my family members. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I will block you in a New York second, honey. I have no problems walking away from you. I don't ever want to hear from you or see you again. Period. Point blank, period. Because you're not aligning with my truth. Not at all. So when, you know, someone shows you who they are, as Maya Angelou said, believe it the first time. Believe it. Not everyone is meant to stay. Not everyone is meant to stay. Some people enter your life as a chapter. And I've said this before here. If you watch my other videos, I've said this before. Not the whole book. They enter, they're just a little chapter. They're not the whole book, baby. That's it. That chapter, and that's it. And that's it. You know, some people come to remind you how far you have grown. How far you've grown. Some help you sharpen your intuition. Yes. And some simply reveal the parts of yourself you no longer tolerate. So, but every removal is protection. It's protection. Every exit is divine intervention. And every closed door frees you for the open one. It frees you for the open one. You know, true friendships, they don't need defense. They don't need defense. You know, let me be real about this. Real friends don't lie on you. They do not. Real friends don't involve you in imaginary drama. They don't involve you in their bullshit. They do not. Real friends don't create stories about you to feel like a victim. To feel like a victim. They don't do that. Real friends come to you with clarity and honesty and with love. And with love. Anything else is not friendship. It's not. It's spiritual interference. And the older I get, I'm wide open. I feel it, and I could see it coming from a mile away. Some people cannot. You know, some people cannot. So I speak this into your life today, and I hope that something here resonated with you. But may God surround you with the people who speak your name with honor. May he remove those who come to steal, kill, or destroy your peace. And may your intuition stay sharp. Sharp enough to recognize the difference. I wish that for you. I speak that into your life today. So as we walk into this Thanksgiving, you know, I'm grateful for discernment. I'm so grateful for discernment. I'm grateful for the real friends, the true community, the ones who show up with love, not confusion. And I'm grateful that God reveals what needs to be seen. I am so grateful for that. If you're dealing with something similar, you know, you're not alone. You're not alone. And you're definitely protected. You are protected. Just know that. And every revelation is a blessing, even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. I had a discussion with one of my beautiful souls here. And, you know, they recently had a revelation, and it hurt. And it hurt. But we can't let the people here who come in and hurt us and try to steal our joy because they see us rising to the top and they're jealous. We can't let that sour us to somebody who's here for us and somebody who's going to be here for us. So don't let them steal your joy like that. Don't let these people steal your joy. So I love you plenty. I see you as always. And I'm so proud of you and proud of us as a community. So proud of us as a community. So happy Lexvember Day 24. And hopefully I'll see you soon. And I wish you all the best Thanksgiving for those of you here in the U.S. who celebrate Thanksgiving. The best, and those abroad who celebrate the best Thanksgiving ever. And Lexi and Yappy, we're out. Love you plenty.